The Powerball continues to stand out as one of the most popular and profitable of all lottery games. The anticipation of winning this particular lottery has fascinated many people for generations, making its past winners look like a bunch of geniuses. But it's not about being a genius, because to increase your chances of winning the Powerball, there are a couple of strategies you can adopt. So what are these strategies, and how credible are they to ensure an actual win? In today's video, we'll discuss the intricacies involved in the world of Powerball lottery, as well as its winning strategies for 2024. But first, let's start with a reality check. Winning the Powerball or any lottery is about as likely as seeing elephants cruising to the White House in a Tesla. In simpler terms, it's a long shot, to say the least. But don't lose hope just yet, because through careful analysis and some serious brainstorming, I've uncovered a few strategies that might tilt the odds slightly more in your favor. Some insider tips to help boost your chances of hitting that elusive jackpot. Number 1. Know your odds. Before diving into any strategy, it's important to first understand the odds. Powerball odds are approximately 1 in 292 million. Yes, you heard that right. It's a staggering number. But don't let it discourage you. Knowing the odds helps you set realistic expectations and tailor your approach accordingly. Let's show you how. It might sound like a daunting number, and it is. However, understanding this statistic can help you approach the game with a strategic mindset. This is what helped 84-year-old Gloria McKenzie back in 2013. Gloria made headlines when she won a staggering $590.5 million Powerball jackpot, which was, at the time, the largest single-ticket jackpot in history. Her approach to the game was simple. She understood the odds and played with the hope of defying them. And that's exactly what happened. Her winning ticket was the only one with the correct numbers that fateful day. The same goes for 24-year-old Manuel Franco from Wisconsin in 2019, who won the $768 million Powerball jackpot and showed how understanding the odds can guide your approach to the game. He knew the odds were against him, but he didn't let that discourage him. These stories demonstrate that while the odds of winning the Powerball lottery may seem insurmountable, they can be overcome. By understanding the odds and playing with a positive mindset, you too can increase your chances of becoming the next Powerball jackpot winner. How? Getting more than one ticket is the easiest way to increase your chances of winning. But here's the thing. You should make sure to pick different numbers for each ticket. Also, if you buy enough tickets to cover all the extra numbers, your odds get even better. Remember, each ticket you purchase gives you a shot at defying the odds and changing your life forever, which actually leads us to the next winning strategy. Number 2, play consistently. One of the proven and effective ways to enhance your chances is by consistently playing the same set of numbers every day, after putting different figures for each ticket. Well, people lack the dedication to do so, and only partake in the lottery when the jackpot reaches extraordinary heights. But if you happen to fall into the second group, the bad news is that your odds actually worsen. The good news, however, is that eventually someone has to win, so why not you? This strategy is cool and all, but here's the trick. While playing the same set of numbers, if you think about reducing the number of balls, there's fewer numbers to choose from. For instance, if you reduce the number of balls in Tats Lotto from 45 to 30 while keeping the main ball count at 6, the odds of matching all 6 numbers would change from 1 in 8,145,060 to 1 in 593,775. This means that the likelihood of winning the jackpot would be approximately 14 times better. Now, imagine if all 6 of your chosen numbers were drawn that night from the reduced pool of 30. Then, with all 593,775 tickets sold, someone would be guaranteed to win the jackpot. Additionally, on average, 138 people would get 5 numbers correct. 3,800 people would get 4 numbers, and 35,500 people would get 3 numbers. Of course, the inclusion of the 2 extra numbers might further enhance your winnings. Still, you should remember that reducing the number of balls does not always guarantee a win. The odds of matching all 6 numbers will still be very low. Therefore, always play responsibly and within your means. Number 3. Use statistics to your advantage. If you enjoy crunching numbers, this particular strategy is for you. It's all about studying patterns, sequences, and probabilities to come up with your own unique pattern. This strategy also involves taking a look at past winning numbers to predict which ones are more likely to appear in future draws. This can be done by identifying hot, cold, and overdue numbers. Now, let's break down what each of those mean. Hot numbers are the numbers frequently appearing in previous draws. That is, if a particular number has been drawn consistently over the past few months, such a number is considered hot. While cold numbers are pretty much the opposite of hot numbers. They rarely make an appearance. So instead of following the crowd, you can choose to play against these statistics by looking for those elusive numbers that haven't shown up in a while, because this could be your moment to shine. You could even try out lucky numbers such as birthdays and anniversaries. Then there's the overdue numbers, which are figures that haven't been drawn in a long time. They fall into the overdue category. So imagine a number that hasn't graced the winning combination for a year, and then ask yourself, could it finally break the streak this time? This will make you keep an eye on overdue numbers. Interestingly, this strategy has been known to work for several players in the past years. For instance, Jerry Selby and his wife Marge, a couple in Everett, went on to have several lottery winnings by using the statistical strategy. I'm sure you've heard about this couple somewhere, because their winning streak was a very rare case of brute statistics and mathematical acumen. Jerry and Marge, aged 80 and 81 respectively, won a whopping total of $26 million after retiring from running a convenience store. Now, let's quickly get to the next strategy on the list, which is number 4. Explore different lottery systems. Learning about different lottery systems can also improve your chances of winning. These systems are organized methods or strategies that players use to pick their numbers, handle their tickets, or increase the number of tickets they buy. Some systems involve wheeling numbers, while others rely on mathematical algorithms. So you're probably gonna have to do some research and find the system that you like most. But remember, no system guarantees a win, but they can improve your odds. So let's discuss in detail how each of these systems work. Wheeling systems. First is the wheeling system, which increases number coverage and is very popular among lottery players. In this system, players focus on a set of core numbers, usually hot numbers, and combine them with every possible additional number. Wheeling systems come in various forms, such as full wheels, which cover all possible combinations, or abbreviated wheels, covering a subset of combinations. The system involves selecting a larger set of numbers and arranging them into multiple combinations, or wheels. Here, players can cover more numbered combinations and increase their chances of winning. For example, if you're playing a 6 over 69 Powerball game, identify your core numbers. Now let's say 14, 13, 39, and 41. Then create tickets that include these core numbers paired with each of the other 45 possible numbers. These systems are designed to optimize number coverage while managing the number of tickets you need to purchase. This strategy increases your chances of winning lower-tier prizes. Apart from the wheeling system, another popular system is the number selection system. This system focuses on analyzing past lottery results and identifying statistical patterns or trends. This may involve studying hot and cold numbers, tracking number frequencies, or making use of other statistical approaches to increase the likelihood of choosing winning numbers based on statistical probabilities. Then there's the quick pick, which a lot of folks probably already know about. It's a popular feature offered by lotteries where a computer randomly generates numbers on your behalf. Quick Pick is considered a form of lottery system because it provides a completely random selection of numbers. Some players trust Quick Pick numbers as much as their own choices. It's easy, quick, and removes any biases. Exploring different lottery systems helps you approach the game strategically, but always play responsibly, set a budget, and don't spend more than you can afford. Now let's move on to the next strategy for winning the 2024 Powerball Lottery. Number 5. Tailor your strategy to the game. This strategy emphasizes the importance of considering the odds and characteristics of different lottery games, such as Powerball, Mega Millions, and Euro Millions. By tailoring your strategy to the specific game you're playing, you can optimize your chances of winning. While these strategies apply broadly, think of the specific game you're playing. And for the purpose of this video, let's stick with Powerball. You must know by now that it's one of the most popular and lucrative lottery games, and offers enormous jackpots that come with astronomical odds that makes even spaceships go on a wild goose chase. But Powerball is like the big fish, and you can't catch that with a single fishing pole. That's the reason you need to increase your chances. And to possibly do that, you need to understand the game's dynamics. Powerball involves selecting 5 numbers from a pool of white balls, and 1 number, the Powerball itself, from a separate pool of red balls. The odds of matching all 6 numbers are approximately 1 in 292 million. This means that statistically, winning the Powerball jackpot is incredibly difficult. However, by considering various strategies like analyzing hot, cold, and overdue numbers, as well as utilizing lottery systems, you can optimize your chances within the context of the game's challenging odds. By tailoring your strategy to the specific game you're playing, you can align your approach with the odds and dynamics of that particular lottery. While the strategies mentioned earlier, such as analyzing hot and cold numbers or making use of lottery systems, can be applied broadly, it's important to consider the slight differences of each game and adapt your strategy accordingly. Number 6. Join a syndicate. A syndicate is similar to a lottery pool where you team up with friends, family, or coworkers. This strategy has a lot of benefits, and we're going to discuss them now. When you join a syndicate, you contribute a certain amount of money to the collective pool. With this pooled money, the syndicate can purchase a larger number of tickets compared to what you could afford individually. By having more tickets in play, the syndicate increases the chances of matching the winning numbers. In a syndicate, each member typically contributes their chosen numbers or has their numbers randomly assigned. This diversifies the number selection within the group. By having a variety of number combinations, the syndicate covers a broader range of possibilities for the winning numbers. This diversification strategy can increase the syndicate's overall chances of hitting a winning ticket. Perhaps the most significant benefit of syndicated playing is shared cost and prizes. When a syndicate's ticket wins a prize, the winnings are divided among the members based on their contribution. This means that even if the syndicate wins a smaller prize instead of the jackpot, you can still get to share in the excitement and financial gain. By pooling resources, you can participate in more draws and increase your chances of winning without having to spend a significant amount of money individually. A popular case of syndicated playing was in 2012, when a group of 16 longtime friends from Ocean County, New Jersey, famously known as the Ocean 16, won a $448 million Powerball jackpot. These friends formed a syndicate, pooling their resources and buying tickets together. Their strategy involves studying past winning numbers, identifying hot and cold numbers, and using statistics to guide their number selection. Their diligence eventually paid off when their syndicate's ticket matched the winning numbers. However, when joining a syndicate, it's important to choose trustworthy and reliable people or groups to ensure a positive and fair experience. Establishing clear guidelines, agreements, and communication channels beforehand within the syndicate can help avoid misunderstandings and ensure smooth operations. And that leads us to the last strategy on our list, which is number 7, using the Pick 3 system. This winning strategy focuses on 3 numbers for each combination. Some players choose to avoid it because they're unsure if the numbers need to be guessed in a specific order. But fortunately, most lotteries don't require precise ordering, and this makes the Pick 3 system favorable for those who want to avoid excessive investment. Now let's illustrate this system with a straightforward example. Suppose there's 9 numbers labeled A to I. Instead of creating every possible combination, which could be costly due to hundreds of combinations, beginners often choose a key digit. For instance, let's say our key digit is A, so the resulting combinations would result in 28 different combinations, offering a decent probability of winning a prize if the key digit is correctly predicted. Also, by selecting 2 key digits, you can increase the total number of combinations. For example, using a Pick 3 system with 2 key digits and 9 numbers, you might end up with combinations like ABC, ABD, ABE, ABF, ABG, ABH, ABI. The rundown method, also a useful strategy for those new to the Pick-3 lottery system, is straightforward, doesn't involve complex lottery calculations, and is user-friendly. There are several variations of the rundown method, such as the 111 rundown, 123 rundown, 317 rundown, and the 238 rundown. For example, taking the 111 rundown, let's begin by noting the most recent draw's outcome. For instance, we'll take the numbers from the Florida Pick-3 draw on June 11, 2020, and we'll increase each digit in the winning set by 1. For example, if the winning digits from the Florida Pick-3 draw were 2, 7, and 9, you would add 1 to each and continue this process until you circle back to the original numbers. Note here that any combination from the first to the final row is selectable. And to boost your odds further, consider selecting a lottery combination that includes both frequently and infrequently drawn numbers, otherwise called hot and cold numbers. For instance, if the frequently drawn numbers in the Arizona Pick-3 lottery are 1, 5, and 7, then opting for the combination in the 9th row could be in your chosen combination. Continue this pattern until you circle back to your original set of numbers. This same principle applies to the 317 rundown and the 238 rundown. Another way to go about the Pick-3 system is the tic-tac-toe technique. This approach makes use of what are known as mirror numbers, and to determine mirror numbers, you add 5 to each digit from the last 3 lottery draws. Here's how it works. Let's continue the last 3 results from the Washington Daily Lottery: 1, 4, 7, 3, 5, 2, and 7, 4, 1. By adding 5 to each number, you derive the mirror number. 147 becomes 692. Note that 12 is adjusted to 2 as the range is 0 to 9. 352 becomes 807, and 741 becomes 296. And when these combinations are properly done, the vertical sequences become 682, 909, and 276. The horizontal sequences become 692, 807, and 296, and the diagonal sequences become 202 and 606. Additionally, incorporating hot and cold numbers into the mix can help refine the selections to improve the likelihood of success in the next draw. This strategy to winning the Powerball doesn't just narrow down the possible results, making your selection process more focused. It also gives you confidence and guidance when selecting your numbers. But always remember, these are just probable strategies, as the lottery is ultimately a game of chance. And with that, we've come to the end of this exceptional video. Let me know in the comments section which of these strategies you'd like to try out in the next Powerball. Don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to keep seeing more videos from us. Bye for now.